Today's podcast is brought to you by nobody because we don't have any sponsors.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of Our Wives Are Friends with your hosts, Tyler and Eric. We're going to be talking about the 4th of July. That's right around the corner. Literally tomorrow.
Ready or not, here it is.
Here it is. I feel like the summer, the year really has already flown by. I can't believe it's already the 4th.
Yeah, I feel like we were just celebrating Christmas. But I have to say the 4th is one of my favorite holidays to celebrate during the year.
Yeah, you got all the dad stuff going, right?
Oh, yeah. Some of the best dad stuff. You got the grill going.
Yeah, the grill. You got
blowing stuff up.
Yeah, blowing up your own money.
Yeah,
dude. How expensive are fireworks this year?
Oh my gosh, I was surprised. I'm blaming it on inflation.
Yeah, let's blame it on that.
I spent I don't know. I got like an average pack. I think the same pack cost me like $80 last year.
Yeah, what did it cost you this year?
Just under $200.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not. This is like $175 plus tax.
Just take that $200 out in the street and light it on fire. That's the equivalent.
Yeah, really.
And you get the same effect. That's how shitty the fireworks are nowadays.
Exactly. They're just almost like sparklers taped together.
Well, I know like people light off like the illegals like a month or two beforehand, leading up.
Yeah, that's the most annoying thing. You know, it's a month or two beforehand, and then it's going to be like a month afterwards.
Well, I know here the fire department got drones, so they're actually like pinpointing people's locations when they're launching these based off of like statistical data from these drones all up in the sky.
Really?
Yeah, so a lot of people are fucked this year.
I'd be curious. I mean, I'm pretty sure those will be pretty accurate, though.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like triangulating, and using data, I'm pretty sure you can pinpoint where it was launched from.
Yeah. For me, it's annoying because I have a dog at home that just, when the fireworks go off, he starts barking. So it's like the other night, I had the twins down, ready to go sleep. I had my oldest ready to go sleep. And then my dog starts going crazy because there's illegal fireworks going off left and right. And he wakes up like the whole household.
And I don't mind those going off, but once it's like 10 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock, and those things are going off, everyone's got kids and they're all trying to put the kids to sleep. And
exactly.
Now, on the 4th is a different story. Like,
yeah,
you're kind of prepped for that. But
the 4th, it's like, man, anything goes.
Not like June 1st. You know, that's bullshit.
It is. And it's funny because when I was younger, I always thought I would never be the guy that gets mad, like, oh, people are shooting fireworks off early. Like, I was like, oh, man, fireworks are awesome. Oh. Now that I'm older, I'm like, I feel like that old grumpy man, like, who these damn kids shooting off these fireworks?
Yeah, we just get grumpier the older we get.
Oh, I feel it, man. I feel it for sure.
Oh, man. And I don't even know, like, I know where they buy them. They go out of state and buy them and bring them back, but...
Right.
You know how much gas is right now? I'm not driving out of state just to buy illegal fireworks.
Hell and no. I'm just sitting back watching all the other idiots shooting them off, and I'm enjoying the show.
Yeah, we can get our own show with everyone just around us shooting them. Like, I don't need to have that myself.
I had to say though, when I was younger, I'd always get the illegals, and it was fun to do. But I wasn't like a dumbass. I wasn't shooting them off, a month before.
We had all the people, like the kids, when we were younger. You had all the kids doing like Roman candles, and they would like shoot them at each other.
Oh yeah, nowadays it's like, gosh, some of the things we had back then. That was like a 4th of July classic, was to just get in a Roman candle fight with somebody.
Yeah, and we also had when you would like modify fireworks.
Yeah, the like Piccolo Pete's.
Piccolo Pete's, you'd wrap them in duct tape, and what did you smash them with a hammer?
Yeah. When I think of fireworks too, for some reason I always think of the movie Joe Dirt.
Oh yeah, that's a dude. That's snakes and sparklers, man. Yeah. That's all about snake. That's a classic firework movie.
Absolutely.
Snakes and sparklers.
Nothing more 4th of July than Joe Dirt.
Dude, I need to pull up the list that he says. Like doozy doos, doozy
don'ts.
Hoosker doos, Hoosker don'ts.
Yeah. No, that's a great movie, but
Yeah, if you haven't seen Joe Dirt, you should, I highly recommend you at least watch it once in your life. At least once.
yeah, for the fancy people, it's Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt. Try and fancy it all up, boy.
And so, what are some of your favorite things to do on the 4th, Tyler?
So like a typical 4th would be just go to the families. It's kind of changed as I've gotten older because a lot of my family is like moved or moved on,
Right.
whatever. So we used to like, pool party, barbecue, food and homemade ice cream. That was probably my favorite, was the homemade ice cream.
Right.
And then, at the end of the night, shoot off a bunch of fireworks and stab each other with sparklers as they're going and all kinds of stupid shit. But nowadays it's a little different, especially having a kid, like a young kid.
Yeah.
We just go over to the wife's family or my family and just, eat food, shoot off some fireworks, and typically one of us is inside because my daughter's, we'll see how she is this year, but last year she was pretty terrified.
Was she really?
Yeah, I basically had to hold her while she was freaking out and
Yeah.
watch through the window.
Yeah.
I saw just sparks going through the window of the house.
You imagine being a kid seeing fireworks for the first time, being like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, dude, I guess we were all there at some point.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger, I wasn't super big on fireworks. I just didn't like the loudness of it. But I don't know. My son really enjoyed them last year, so I think this year he'll enjoy them even more.
I wonder if that's a boy thing.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the twins do with the fireworks. This will be their first 4th of July, so
Yeah.
that'll be interesting to say the least.
What's a favorite 4th of July memory or like a typical 4th for you?
As far as memory wise, when I was a kid, we always have just like the most epic fireworks shows. Like we had the Legals and all kinds of stuff, and we'd put on this huge finale. Like we always had a really good fireworks show, so that was pretty cool.
Which I'm contemplating now that I'm older. I think the fireworks shows are the same,
Right.
but we're seeing them now, being like, this is fucking lame.
Exactly. That's part of that too.
But for the kids, it's like lights shows, like they're Vegas.
But it was pretty, it's pretty epic. We had all the neighbors hooting and hollering and cheering and stuff, and so that was always fun. But I don't know. I'd say now I just we usually do like go swimming for a little bit during the day, and barbecuing some food and having really good food, and I don't know, just celebrating with neighbors and friends or family. It's just kind of a reason to get together. So
What are you guys doing this year?
this year we are having a little block party with our neighborhood.
Let's touch on that because that's not something that people do anymore.
Yeah, it seems like it's fewer and far between. And I remember we used to do that when I was growing up, and it was fun. It was a way for all the neighbors to kind of connect too, and not even just neighbors. Having friends and family over, and I don't know. It's a good time, so we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's not something that's like back in the day, block parties were more of a thing.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I don't typically. I've been to one block party,
Right.
and it's not something that really happens very often because half the time you don't even know your neighbors.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Yeah.
Everyone may look out for each other, but I don't know what their names are.
Exactly. Yeah.
To be honest,
It really depends neighborhood to neighborhood too. We've been in our neighborhood for a little over a year, and it kind of took a while for everyone to kind of warm up to each other and get to know each other's names and whatnot.
they're sizing you up.
But I've lived other places too, where it's like I've lived places for 5 years and I had no idea what my neighbor's name was.
Yeah, and I couldn't even tell you the people that live over here.
Yeah.
To my right, and this guy, we've introduced and stuff, and he's told me his name probably 100 times.
Yeah.
I still can't remember.
Yeah.
But But no, but we do look out for each other, you know, like
It's funny too because no matter what neighborhood you're in, it's like there's always kind of one strange kind of neighbor, you know, at least in the vicinity somewhere where everyone's like, "Hey, man, have you talked to this guy?"
those are the people behind us, man. Dude, uh, they're like ghosts. Like you only see them at night.
Yeah, just odd hours.
I think they're nocturnal. Like I don't know, man. They do them, and I don't worry about it. You know, they don't bug me, so you know.
Hey, that's the biggest key. As long as they're not creating issues or bugging you, you know, should be good to go.
We had the only time they've ever bugged me was there's I don't know, like a 19-year-old kid or something that lives there.
Yeah,
and he got a car, but it was an old BMW, and it was a stick shift, and you would have it outside, and he would just sit in it, and it was like souped up, so it had like a loud pipe on it and stuff, and he didn't know how to drive a stick, so he would just sit in it for like hours, just revving the engine and playing with it. Dude, and it's just blah, 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 like for fucking 2 hours. Like, dude, that time you could have done that. You probably could have learned how to drive a stick and driven it away fucking from here.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't have to listen to it.
Take it around the block a few times.
That's like one of those things where you're kind of like, you know, the first like little bit or the first time somebody does something, you're like, okay, that's kind of annoying, but I can deal with it.
Yeah.
Next few times, you're like doing the courtesy, like looking outside, like, what the fuck you doing, man?
Yeah.
Like without being a dick, you know, just kind of popping your head out and doing the whole like, hey, what the fuck? Hey, you all right there? You know?
And then it comes to like draw the line point where it's like dad mode. Like you got to go out there and chew some ass.
You're walking out with a baseball bat. About to smash his windows in.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, that took a turn. What's new?
Happy 4th of July.
I hope my daughter enjoys it this year.
Yeah, no, I think as our kids get older, I think they enjoy it more and more each year.
Yeah, I think you really start enjoying it when you can do the lighting. You know what I mean? You can be the one with the lighter.
Exactly.
Lighting them.
That's when it gets real. That's when it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, and it's on you.
Yeah.
Like the whole family's watching you light it, and you're like, oh shit, I better do it good.
Yeah.
I better light it up. I better not be a dud.
I can remember some of the things I liked as a kid too, like those like flash. It's kind of like a flashbang, you know. I forget what they're called, like
yeah,
like a
strobe light type deal.
Yeah, right? I used to love those as a kid. Now I'm like, okay, I think this thing's gonna give me a seizure.
It's those like the little balls you would light, and they go out in the street.
Yeah, I forget what are those things called.
And then you have those spinning ones.
Yeah, the little ground hoppers or something like that. I can remember lighting those off, and they'd start in the street and end up in like my neighbor's bushes and like catch the bush on fire. It's like, how are those legal?
Yeah, you always have to have a hose ready.
I forget what they're called. Ground hoppers? That sounds right.
Something like that. I don't know.
That's what they act like, you know.
Snakes and sparklers, man.
Stick with the basics.
Snakes and sparklers. Did you ever play with snakes?
No. Oh yeah.
Like,
no.
It was like the little black tab.
Yeah.
And you would just like put a flame to it, and it would just creep.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You do it like on the sidewalk, and it would just look like a turd fucking growing on the sidewalk. That wasn't a snake, dude. That was shits and sparklers.
Yeah, that's a more accurate term. They should rename it.
Did you ever do like with the sparklers where you like write your name?
Oh yeah, that's like the 4th of July must to write something.
Yeah, you got to write something. Anarchy, whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking penis, probably. Little artist. You had to light another sparkler just to add the ball hair.
I'm not done.
I'm not done.
Can I get another pack of sparklers, please?
Or you do the fights, where you fight with them like they're lightsabers.
Yeah, yeah. No, we've done it all. Or I always like getting a whole pack and lighting them at one time too.
Oh, like do a bundle?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then,
that was always kind of cool.
Yeah, it was just like a bigger flame, but then you had none at the end. Like I would have, looking back at it, you should have just done them individually.
Yeah,
they would have lasted longer.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think? Are you more of a fan of doing, say, a fireworks show at a friend's house or a family member's house, or going to like a place that's doing like an event where they're doing fireworks?
I've done both. We used to go at the big park here.
Yeah.
and they used to do like the big fireworks show and stuff, and you'd come real early and get like a spot, and you'd hang out all day and barbecue. We did that. I think we did that like 1 or 2 years.
You got to show up at like 8 a.m. to claim your spot.
8 a.m. to claim your spot. Yeah. The last year that I went, they light the entire riverbed on fire.
Jesus.
Like they caught the entire riverbed on fire. I've also done it at they used to do a fireworks show at the junior college.
Okay.
And we used to do that where you'd buy tickets for that and you sit in the stadium and they would do like a big old fireworks show there.
Yeah.
I've done that. That's actually cool.
Yeah. So you don't have a preference, it's just either one would be cool, or I don't know. What do you think?
Well,
or switching it up would be nice. You know, 1 year doing this, 1
year
doing that.
Yeah. Because, like, don't get me wrong, it's cool to spend time with family and swim and barbecue and stuff. But
yeah,
the quality of fireworks, you're getting a better show at like a stadium where they're zoned and allowed to do like the big mortars and things, as opposed to Billy Bob shooting off bottle rockets and catching your roof on fire.
Oh man, bottle rockets.
Yeah,
that was a thing,
dude. You ever was on Jackass where they shot bottle rockets out of their asses?
Yeah.
No thanks.
I'm gonna pass on that one this year.
Yeah, I'll never be that drunk where I'm like, Eric, shove that bottle rocket up my ass and light it.
Gosh, I can remember getting some illegals and just having so many bottle rockets to where I didn't even know what to do with them. Like you can only shoot off so many to where you're like, okay, it's.
Or you have
not that cool anymore.
The full strands of black cats, dude.
Yeah.
You just light them and you think there's like shooting going, like a drive-by going on.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna outlaw those. You know,
dude, those are illegal.
Yeah.
You can't have.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I guess.
Yeah, they're What are they called? I mean, I've always called them black cats, but they're.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
They're I can't think of like the actual term.
I know all these things were. Trying to reminisce on some of these fireworks. It's hard to re-jog the memory.
Anyway, yeah, those are.
I can remember getting some
illegal.
M80s before too. You know, the little quarter stick of dynamite.
Yeah,
or whatever they are.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Putting them in the mailbox and those sorts of things. Those are always fun 4th of July activities.
The what is that? Like the typical like South thing, or from a movie where it's like I shoved an M80 up a bullfrog's ass.
Yeah.
No, fireworks are fun. You just have to know how to use them, or I don't know. I feel like legal ones aren't that fun, but you just got to make do with what you got.
Yeah, you know, make do with what you got, work with what you're working with.
But at the same time, it's not about us.
Exactly.
Right? It's about the kids and stuff, and 100%, they enjoy it.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I do like the family party, you know, setting, but you know, I do want my kids to experience, you know, a really cool like a really, you know, stadium fireworks show or something over at the coast, you know, like a professional one. I kind of want to have them have both aspects too.
Yeah, they don't even allow fireworks like on the coast.
Oh, no.
Most cities, and like you can't even have fireworks like outside your house going, like the ones we have here.
Yeah,
those are illegal over there. They only do them like big shows. They do them like off the piers.
I do remember seeing like a video on Facebook, I think last year or the year before, where it's like, it said, yeah, California's banned X amount of fireworks, you know, a bunch of fireworks throughout, you know, the state. And they showed like a flyover of like Los Angeles, the city, and it was just like
just booming.
Yeah, it looked like a war zone.
I've ever seen that.
So as much as they try to regulate things, you know, people are still going to find a way to celebrate America how they feel fit.
I think that was 2020, right?
Yeah,
because everyone was cooped up at home,
right? And it was a pretty cool little flyover, but it also just kind of makes you think like, yeah, no one cares, you know, whatever the rule is.
No, that's literally the I mean, to rebel against the government like that is literally what the day's about, right?
Right.
I mean, it was founded on the Declaration. We're signing the Declaration of Independence, which, you know, cut ties with it in Britain.
Yeah,
the UK, Great Britain.
So it'll be interesting this year with the drones to see how that works out, because I think a lot of people have the attitude of like, well, all my neighbors are doing it, I'm going to do it, like can't catch them all type of thing.
Yeah,
mentality.
we had some neighbors that, dude, it was like that, like you were explaining in the beginning, where it was just like one after another, and it would be like 1 a.m. And finally, I had to go out there one time and just be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Dude, everyone's trying to sleep. It's 1 a.m, man. And so he's like, oh, my bad. And, packs it up, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the next, I think it was like the next afternoon, there was a fire marshal putting a post on his door.
No way.
I never called.
Yeah.
But they can pinpoint that stuff, I guess, or another neighbor did. I don't know.
I'd be curious to see if the people who have been fined are like, yeah, the fine was worth it, and I'm going to shoot fireworks off the next year.
He never, I think this was 2 years ago or something. He didn't do it last year, I want to say.
So I think there are, it's probably a mixed bag, half the people probably are like, man, I don't ever want to get a fine again. Other people are like, I'm still going to shoot.
That's why you got the little bit of advice. Go a few doors down.
Yeah.
Light that mortar off and then walk back to your house.
That's great advice.
Oh man, I definitely don't recommend that. some poor guys getting a fine. Didn't even do fireworks this year.
I feel like the day after the 4th should be a holiday also, because it's just like, I don't know, it's a busy day.
I gotta work, man.
Most of the time people are drinking.
Yeah, I can't really drink tomorrow because I go to work the next day.
Right.
Sucks.
Yeah, that's why I'd vowed. I'd vote for the day after the 4th to be a holiday.
I have a feeling there's going to be
keep this celebration going.
A lot of people with hangovers.
Dude. And the thing is, if they did make the day after our 4th a holiday as well, so people could recover, they would probably just drink and stuff that day too. So it would like defeat the fact, defeat the purpose.
That is true. I think no matter what, there's going to be a string of hangovers at work the next day.
Right. I think that day and then the day after Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Those are like the two probably most hungover days, I would say.
Yeah, I don't get why the day after Super Bowl isn't not a national holiday, but it's just like a recognized take the work off holiday.
It should be a thing where when you start working at a job, you put who your football team is, and if your football team is playing in the Super Bowl, it should be like a thing where you you get the next day off.
It's got to be locked in though when you get the job. That way you can't freaking bandwagon and be like, "Oh, what are you talking about? I've been this fan this whole time."
Yeah, I've been a Patriot fan my whole life.
I'm a Tom Brady fan. I just followed him where he went.
Yeah, that's the worst. How do you just pick a team, stay with them, and if he gets traded, well, that sucks.
You got to be there for the ups and downs.
Yeah.
It'll make a circle eventually. Just hang in there.
Can you imagine the guy that switches teams every single year?
How many jerseys he
just celebrates like, oh my god, I'm so happy my team won. So it's every Super Bowl he's just like so happy. It's like
those people are psychopaths. Those are psychopaths.
Serial killers.
Yeah, they're the ones that are killed. Yeah, they're serial killers. That went a little far-fetched, but well, yeah, they're serial killers. Sure. Do you so on the 4th, do you sport like any patriotic gear? Like do you wear?
I try to. Sometimes my wardrobe is not always ready to go on the 4th. I don't know. I get the fireworks, I get the food, I get all that, and sometimes it's a little bit on the back burner, like the last thing I'm thinking about. But if I have the gear ready, I will wear it. So I do try to be pretty patriotic if I can.
Yeah, I always try to wear like a t-shirt that has like the American flag on it or some kind of like piece of clothing.
Yeah.
That's got something. I just bought a pair of like these pants that are red, white, and blue. And one side's, the stripes. And the other side's like the stars and stuff. And I'm excited to wear them tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. Show those bad boys off.
And I have this Oakley hat that's that is red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Too.
So I have this outfit. It was like a red hat, like a white shirt, and like blue pants or blue shorts. And I used to like wearing that, but we'll see what I come up with this year.
You don't like buy anything. You just kind of.
I try to just work with what I got in my wardrobe and put something together. Mix and match this or so. But I wouldn't be opposed. It's just one of those things I don't think about until it's too late. Every year.
Yeah, as you can tell, I got a flag over my front door. and all this. This isn't just because of this time of the year.
Yeah.
This is an all year type thing.
All year decor.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Way to go, man.
Yeah, you gotta, we live in the United States, so you gotta support the flag.
What about what are some do you have any particular foods you like making on the 4th?
Um,
I know you do the homemade ice cream.
yeah. Well, I got a brisket, but I'm not gonna make it this year. I'm gonna make it next weekend.
Yeah.
Which defeats the whole purpose. But it's frozen, so like we just got it, and we were like, oh no, I don't think we're gonna make it.
Yeah.
I don't got the time to do like a 20-hour smoke.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, let's just get it out and throw it in the fridge and let it defrost, and we'll do it next weekend.
Yeah.
But
Continue the celebration.
It's a 10-pound brisket though.
Jesus.
It's gonna be. I'll hit you up next weekend.
Oh yeah, I'm coming over next weekend.
We're gonna hang out and drink while we smoke it. No, but then so just I picture ribs, some kind of, whether it's a tri-tip or burgers or hot dogs, whatever.
Right.
Like just the typical, like all that stuff's good to me. Like macaroni salad, mac and cheese, not regular salad, I guess.
Yeah.
With some ranch on it.
Yeah. No, I think burgers and dogs are always kind of like a staple. It's like I'm not a huge hot dog guy, but it's like
on the 4th of July you are.
Yeah, I'll put some hot dogs down on the 4th for sure.
The 4th of July, I feel like I'm competing in the Nathan's Hot Dog Championship. That Joey Chestnut guy who eats like 100 hot dogs.
Maybe we should do like some kind of competition. See how many hot dogs we can eat throughout the day tomorrow.
So basically, you want me to not go to work hungover, but I'm gonna go to work with like the worst stomach ache ever. Dude, what? Did you get too drunk? No, dude, I ate too many hot dogs. That sounds like the biggest fat boy problem I've ever heard.
I would say though, if I was the boss and somebody called me and said, "Hey, I can't come into work today. I ate too many hot dogs yesterday," I'd probably be less mad. I'd be like, you know what? You take the day off. You rest up. Someone tells me they're hungover and they're not coming. I'm like, get your ass into work.
Yeah, dude, I am the boss now. I hope I don't get that phone call.
I'm sure somewhere out there, someone's gotten the phone call about consuming too many hot dogs.
Hey Tyler, dude, I woke up, my stomach's killing me. Yeah, I would drink too much yesterday, 4th, man. No, I ate too many hot dogs. Dude, I would die. I'd document that.
It's almost like you can't be mad at that.
No, I don't think you could. Like, how do you put together your hot dog? What's your like go-to condiments?
Oh, I'm just a ketchup guy.
Just ketchup?
Yeah. All the other bullshit, you can save that shit.
You could send that to the bank or what?
Yeah. Mustard, just...
Why just ketchup? Like, just plain Jane it.
Oh, well, I hate mustard. Like, I despise mustard.
It's just salt.
I despise mustard. And relish, just not my thing. It's not my thing. So it's like, but I'm all about some of those other people that put like cheese and bacon or chili or whatever on their hot dog, but I'm just so minimalist, man. Just throw a little ketchup on there. Call it a day.
So you're cool with a chili dog with cheese and bacon.
Yep.
But when it comes to like a normal hot dog, just slap you on some ketchup, call it good?
Yep.
Dude, that just sounds so plain.
Hey, sometimes plain is like the way to go.
You might as well just take the hot dog and cut it up into little pieces. Like when we were kids and do a little ketchup smiley face. Eat it like that, no bun.
I would if, ketchup's not keto, but if you're on keto, try not to eat the carbs. Maybe you can get sugar-free ketchup and do that.
Yeah, because that's where all the carbs come from, is the sugar.
I will have to say one of my 4th of July staples, though, is watermelon. Like, just crave a really good watermelon on the 4th.
Some good watermelon.
Watermelon.
I'm not a huge watermelon person. I will eat watermelon,
right?
But there's other fruits that I prefer.
Yeah. And like throughout the year, I don't crave watermelon, but specifically on the 4th,
like
when
summer.
It's hot outside.
Just a summer thing.
Yeah. Man, nothing beats a good watermelon on the 4th.
It has to like taste good. Sometimes you bring home a watermelon and it just tastes like nothing.
Yeah.
No, I won't eat those. It actually has to have some kind of like flavor to it.
Yeah.
What is your state like other than watermelon? What's your and basic ass hot dogs? What's your other? Do you have another like food staple? Like what are you making? What are you guys making this year?
Well, we're
block
keeping
party.
it simple. We're doing burgers and dogs. Some of the other neighbors are bringing some chips and dips, and
Is your house like the center of the block party or what?
I wouldn't say the center, but I mean, I think definitely within the core kind of neighborhood at least. I think it'll be one of the center houses. There'll probably be a couple ones that are kind of the middle of the party type of thing, but I'd say one of them.
Is
yeah.
it? Are you guys taking up like the whole street or keeping it like down by your guys' house?
So I live in a cul-de-sac, and so definitely that whole cul-de-sac area. It's all going to be a big party, but we invited some of the neighbors down the street, so we'll see if everyone comes down or if they just stick to their side of the street.
Are you guys like setting up cones and barricades and let like the city know or the county know that you guys are doing this?
No.
No?
Are you supposed to?
You're supposed to get a permit.
Oh, well. Hopefully we don't get fined.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think it's that crazy.
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to have a permit to do a block party because you have to like block off the street and not let cars drive by and all that.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll let cars come in and out, but, like I said, we're down at the end of this cul-de-sac, so it'll probably be limited cars coming through anyways.
Yeah, being at the end of the cul-de-sac makes it a little easier.
Yeah. So we did, we got Jello shots made for the adults, and we're getting water slides and stuff for all the kids. And
You just putting out those out in the street?
the Jello shots?
No, the water slides.
No, the water slides are going to go in some of the front yards, and so that's how that's going to roll.
Okay. So it's not like it's a block party, but not like because of the block party that I've been to, dude. They had like actual like not police barricades, but like actual delineators.
Yeah,
going on each side of the streets,
right.
And like all the festivities was happening on the actual street in front of everybody's houses, and like that's where everyone was hanging out. Was like in the middle of the street.
Yeah, no, that's probably what we're going to do too. But I mean, like I said, if someone comes down to the cul-de-sac, everyone can kind of part the sea a little bit and let them through. Another thing is, it's funny. I had like several years ago, like my family had like a little block party thing, and someone had one of those big, water slides out in the front yard that went out to the street.
Mm-hmm.
But when I went down, and everyone was doing this, everyone learned they put it too far. So like when you came down, you landed in water, but your knee also went straight into like the concrete. So that's also not fun. I've been a victim of that before.
So I know yesterday we both went to Skylar's house, who's been on the podcast before.
Yes.
And he had
It was a good party.
And he had dude, you were there for 10 minutes.
Dude, I was there for like 2 hours before you showed up.
No, dude, we left right when you said you got there.
Yeah, and you came like 2 hours later, like at least an hour later, because I looked at Skylar and I was like, dude, I talked to Tyler when I got here. I was like, is he still coming?
Dude, we left the house right after I got off the phone with you. Anyway, he had a big old one of those big water slides set up, like going directly into the pool.
Yeah.
I ended up going down it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I ended up getting the pool. And so I got really close to the edge. Like with my like us being, heavier than a 6-year-old. I almost went across the pool and landed on the other side. I got pretty close.
Oh, Jesus. But did you have fun?
Yeah, no, it was fun going down. It was just that last moment where like I don't think I'm gonna make it in the pool.
Kelsey went down a few times. She was having more fun than the kids were. So
yeah, she went in her she didn't even bring a bathing suit. She just jumped in her normal clothes.
Part of that might have been my fault. I might have not communicated the details fully. That it was a pool party.
We talked about it the night before.
We had some drinks the night before though,
and some good food.
We did.
Yeah,
we went to a Latin America restaurant,
like fine dining. Latin American.
It was really good.
Yeah,
I had some octopus.
Yeah, you had
freaking bomb.
The grilled octopus.
It was outstanding.
I had the ribeye.
I was the ribeye because I'm a big ribeye guy.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Um, well for like going out and eating.
Right.
It was probably one of the better ones I've had.
Yeah.
I feel like I could still make a better one at home.
Yeah.
But cut of meat or whatever they used, it was good quality.
Yeah, we also ordered Tyler, Skylar, and myself ordered these old fashions that came with like a smoke.
Yeah, like mixed, like it was like a smoked like cause they I guess it's just a smoked drink, right?
Yeah, I mean they had some kind of barrier over the glass so that when they lift it up, all the smoke goes everywhere.
Yeah, did all like the wood chips and all that stuff, like, and smoked it up.
Pretty good.
It was interesting.
Yeah, it was an experience, a good experience.
Yeah, like it was good. The drink was good.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that it was amazing.
I don't think I'm craving smoked drinks anytime soon.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those every once in a while.
But I can check it off the list. Did it?
Yeah, it's kind of like the octopus thing. Like, I don't know if I'd get it every time I go, but when in Rome.
When in Rome. I'm pretty sure you were the only one that ordered octopus that night.
Yeah.
Probably in the whole restaurant.
No, I got Skylar and his significant other to try it, though. Skylar liked it, and she thought it was a little too chewy.
You should get fried octopus next time.
Yeah, I'd consider it.
And that way it's got like a nice crunch to it.
Yeah.
Well, let's go. Well, why don't we go back to, because we got to wrap this up real soon. So there was one thing I wanted to talk on real quick. I know we talked about with dogs.
Yes.
I have a quick story on fireworks, a sad one, and I'm not like, if you want to skip ahead, go ahead if you're, big time animal lover.
I'm curious what I'm about to get myself into in this story.
So my parents had this neighbor, and this is a quick like touch on, fireworks with dogs. And like don't be that asshole at midnight shooting off illegals. So my parents had this neighbor that he had 2 golden retrievers, and he'd walk them every day. You'd always see them passing by and going back and forth. Well, one day, and this was after the 4th, the guy was only walking 1 dog. And I was there visiting, and my dad like yells at him across the street, "Hey man, everything all right? Where's the where's the other dog? I always see you walking 2." He's like, "Oh, I came across the street and was like, yeah, man, like they were both outside and somebody shot off some fireworks, and the one dog in particular started freaking out and was trying to get out of the backyard and was ramming his head to break open the fence and ended up snapping his neck."
Jesus.
Yeah.
One hell.
Dude.
That's terrible, but it's one hell of a 4th of July story.
Dude. Yeah, I guess one dog was trying to get out so bad that it just snapped his own neck.
Yeah, no, it's sad. That's what I was going back to, where people are shooting off fireworks, a month before the 4th. You have some compassion. There's some dogs.
Yeah, you're not thinking about everything. You're just kind of being like doing you and thinking like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah,
but it could be affecting someone like a block away.
Yeah, or the guy that shoots off, a firework every single night for that whole month. It's like, is it really that cool every single night when you do it?
Yeah, like some guy somewhere shot off a mortar thinking he was being cool and all this, but the other side of the spectrum is some dude lost a dog that night.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Or there's always some, crazy stories that people blowing off their fingers and blowing up their hands. And
always check the news, July 5th. See if there's any blown up finger stories.
Yeah. Like the guy in the NFL, I forget what his name is, but he still plays, but his hand's all mangled now.
What, Justin Tuck or what?
Was it Jason Pierre-Paul?
Jason Pierre-Paul. That's it.
Yeah. JPP.
JPP. Hey, blew off his hands for the firework.
Yeah. But there's other things too where people have mortars and they tip over and shoot into someone's front lawn or something like that. So if you are going to do the illegals, just make sure you're safe and courteous of other people. Do it the right way.
Yeah. There's a time and a place, and that place is on the 4th, and in my opinion, only on the 4th.
Yeah. My thing is anything goes on the 4th. Not anything goes, but
Oh no, you
You
said
know,
it, man. Anything goes on the 4th.
well, okay.
Not even fireworks related.
No, have a
Anything
great time
goes.
on the 4th. Light fireworks. Have a great time. But leave it there. Let it be there.
And real quick, something else I wanted to touch on before we wrap things up is the fireworks booths themselves.
Yes. I'm so glad you brought this up.
Okay. So I don't know about you, but they always pop up out of nowhere. I could have been driving by the same spot all day.
Yep.
And they must do this at like night, like late at night, drop these things off.
They have
and
to
set them up because like the next day, boom, fireworks booths everywhere.
And then they vanish out of nowhere.
And then they're just gone without a trace.
Yeah. Where are all these booths stored throughout the year? Do they have some kind of location?
Like there has to be some warehouse. Just what company is doing this? Because they're all like different companies that
Right.
do, like different brands of fireworks, right? That are using these booths. Plus, you have all the people that are running them. So it's like a charity or or fundraiser stuff. We're raising money for our marching band. So we get a amount of the proceeds go to that. But who assembles and deassembles all this? Like what guy is making a killing every year?
I think the same people behind the fireworks are the same people running the candy bar scheme with the children selling the candy bars.
And
it has to be the same people.
The same company is running the candy bar fundraisers and the popcorn fundraisers and the cookie dough fundraisers and putting fireworks stands up.
I'd be curious on how much money actually goes to, because gosh, I spent $200 on let's be honest, like an average box of fireworks.
They probably got like a $5 cut.
And they're trying to upsell me on like, I don't know, like a $350 box. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Dude, you can spend $300 on like one firework.
Really?
Dude, yeah. You can go. So they have those like real big ones.
Oh,
have you seen
yeah.
those things?
Yeah.
I know. I've had like family members or whatever be like, oh, dude, check this one out. It's like a freaking, I don't know, like 2 foot in diameter thing.
Yeah.
Spend $450 on that bad boy. And it goes for like 3 minutes. It's like the most bunk ass shit.
Yeah, you can get pretty carried away with them, but those fireworks stands, man, that's another conspiracy. It's like an unsolved mystery.
Well, before I die, I want to camp out one night at a fireworks booth location, just hang out my truck all night and see what happens. Like I want to see them assemble one or take one away. Like,
I want to see surveillance it, and
I want to see who comes to disassemble it.
And there's other ones I drove past today where they have like a full on like motorhome out front, like they're sleeping out there for 3 days. Yeah, and it's like pretty intense.
And they don't start selling them till like what, the 1st?
They got to be making some coin off that if they're gonna bring out the camper.
When did they start selling the fireworks like that? It's got to be like the 1st, right? Is it like the 1st or the 2nd? They only do it for like a couple days.
Only like a couple days, because like a week before 4th of July, I actually was going to be like, oh, I'm going to get my fireworks early this year. I'm going to go some of the usual spots, and there wasn't a single one in town.
Yeah, there's not a single booth up.
Like 3 days later, I wake up, and they're on every corner.
Yeah. I don't know.
Is there a team that comes and set these all together? I don't know.
And they're all made of wood. So they, I don't know, dude. I want to see it happen one time. It's almost like it's a figment of our imagination.
Yeah, we need to put on some surveillance, and then we need to follow them when they take it down to see where they're storing these things at during the year.
It's the new jobs from the Keebler elves. They're not making cookies no more, so now they're putting up fireworks booths.
So yeah, the 4th, we're all excited to celebrate. It's gonna be a good 4th this year. It always is, and definitely as the kids get older, it's gonna be so much fun just spending some time with them and letting them kind of experience what we've experienced for years.
Yeah, we just want to have make sure everyone has a good and safe 4th of July, Independence Day, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, we made a lot of jokes on the show today, but in all honesty, just be safe. Have a good time with your family.
Yeah, but eat some hot dogs for me.
Eat as many hot dogs. That's one thing I'll say. Eat as many hot dogs as you possibly can.
Yeah, let me know. Let us know on our Facebook or Instagram account. Let us know how many hot dogs you ate.
Yeah, keep tally.
Keep tally.
And if you do, let us know what you put on your hot dog too. You know, that counts too.
I know some people slap like onion all over it.
And some people do some weird things with hot dogs.
Sauerkraut.
Wait, one more thing about hot dogs. The Costco brand hot dogs. Those are the best.
Costco brand?
Oh, yeah. They sell the ones they sell in the little snack shacks there.
Yeah.
Highly recommended.
I'm going to go get some now. I don't know, not right now, but...
I mean, Costco's still open. You can head over there.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard pass. Anyway. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, joining us here for the 4th of July episode. And we all hope everyone has a happy, safe, and productive 4th of July. Don't go to work hungover.
Just with a stomach ache.
Just with a stomach ache. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Have a good one, guys.